Hey guys, so today I'm going to try out a brand new tripod mount. It's just going to be one for a little tabletop tripod mount. That way when I go to Maker Faire, if I need to set up a camera or something, that way I can. I found it on Thingiverse. I did have to take the legs and adjust them. They were really long, so I took them into Tinkercad and shortened them up a little bit. Brought them down to about 158 millimeters. I figured that'll work on here pretty good. So I'm going to print that out along with a knob, and then I'm going to print out a new my adjustable mount like I have for my tripod. I'm going to do the same thing, except it's going to have a GoPro mount on it. So it's going to be interesting to see how that turns out. And also today what I'm going to do is I'm trying out eSun 3D. It's the PLA Plus in black. I'm going to give that a shot and see how it works out. And that's it. I will see you at the end of the time lapse. Okay, so this part of it took 10 hours and 53 minutes. The other piece took, I believe it was about 2.5 hours on it. Let's go ahead and turn the printer off. Really turned out nice. I have got to find out what size bolts this takes, or the nuts and the screws that hold the legs together. Same with the GoPro mount portion of it. This one I already took off the build plate. I already got the supports cleaned up on it. Got it where it slides. I just need to do a little bit more sanding on it. I wanted to see if it would fit between here. Yes, and it does. I'll do a little bit of cleanup there to make it real fit better. Get it where it'll fit a little bit deeper into it. That's no big deal. And then I gotta find a bolt that'll fit into that. So I'm going to go do a parts run, find out, get the parts I need to get this put together. For you, it's going to be instantaneous. For me, it's probably going to be about 6 or 7 hours before I get back. But through the magic of filming, we'll get through that. I'll see you guys in a bit. Hey guys, okay, so I went ahead and took everything off the build plate, brought it over here so I could work on it and do it in front of the camera. So this is the piece I printed. I'll put a link to the video where I came up with this. But all I did is I took, instead of having the tripod mount, I added this GoPro mount to it, because that's kind of the more of a standard mount. So I figured just go ahead and go that direction with it. That way I could use this tripod setup. Now, like I said before, I took this and I took it into Tinkercad and actually shortened it. They were quite a bit longer. So I shortened it up in Tinkercad. Unfortunately, it's not my file, so I can't put it up there. I could probably contact the whoever created it, maybe send him the file for it. I'm sure he can redo it if he wanted to, but it was like 200 and some odd millimeters long. This is like 158. So anyway, let's go ahead and get everything fitted here. So this is a little bit tight. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and take this rotary tool. Okay. I'm just going to kind of clean it up with this little file that I got, just to take the little burrs out of it. I can do more cleanup later on with it too. So let's see how that fits now. It's snug, but it's going to move just fine. Okay, so the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and take one of my bolts here. Now what I picked up for this particular one is a 5mm by 50mm. I know it's probably a little bit longer than what I need, and I can always adjust that later. But they didn't have one that was actually it's not going to be that much longer, to be honest with you. But a 45mm just wasn't going to be quite long enough. And I only found one place that had a 45mm. Most of the places only have 50, and then they go down to 40. And I got these between two places. The nuts and this bolt here I picked up at Orchard Supply. These I actually went past Lowe's, and they had these, which I'll go over those in a moment. Okay, so the nut fits right inside this portion over here. Clean out that little burr that I got in there. There we go. It's got a spot where the nut fits right into it. Perfect. Let's go ahead and get this going through. Okay, so it's being a little bare getting through there. Let me see if I can just kind of run this through. Yep, that feels better. That's still a little bit tight. Let me go ahead and hit these. Gets a little bit messy, but it does a whole lot faster than trying to sand it. That's better. There we go. So it's going to stick out a little bit, but not bad. That's actually better than I thought it was going to be. So probably won't worry about it. Get this kind of cleaned up a little bit. Oh, what a mess, man. Okay, so now that I've got that in place, I want to see if these legs will fit, and they do. good. I'm not going to have to do any adjustment to those. The only question is going to be, will my screws fit through the holes? Originally I was going to go with the same style bolt as this, but then it hit me I wasn't going to be able to get a socket over it going through that hole there. So I figured I'd just go ahead and go with screws, and that way they'll fit down inside that hole. Okay, so the screw fits through there just fine. Screw's a little bit snug right there, but actually I think I want it a little bit snug. So I'm just going to go ahead and take my legs, place one in there. It's going to take a little bit of screwing in to get it in there, but I think it's going to be a snugger fit by doing it this way. Nice. Okay, so it's just now starting to come through the back side there, so I'm going to take my nut, I'm going to drop it into the hole over here. I'm going to try to drop it in the hole over here. Actually, you know what I'll do? I'll just take it onto here and drop it in. There. Sorry about that. That will work. Now I should be able to screw it a little further. It grab hold of the nut, which it did. I just want to snug it up a little bit. Yeah, that way the leg's able to move. I can actually readjust it a little bit. Yeah, that's going to be nice. Okay, so let's go ahead and drop the other nut in now before I put the screw in. Now the reason why I made this is so if I'm going to do any kind of live streaming or anything in the future, I can have a little something I can take with me and just set up on a table. And because I don't have a computer capable of doing any live streaming, I don't have any webcams or anything, so I'll have to depend on my cell phones to do it. But kind of limited right now in that way. Go. A little bit tighter on. I thought that was in there tight, but it wasn't. There we go. Adjust the level of it by just moving the legs around. And then I've got to get a rubber band for this still. But what I'll do is I'll set this on here. Make sure it'll fit, which it should. Oh yeah, it'll fit. Tighten this a little bit more. Okay, and once again, this is the eSun PLA Plus. So I printed it really nice. I'll get a better, closer up view to it here in just a moment. But yeah, that's going to work out nice. I'll get the rubber band on there. All the rubber band does, it fits around this portion right here, and that's what gives it the tension on the cell phone, keeps it from falling out. But yeah, that's going to work perfectly fine. You can take it as low as you want. Take it all the way down if you want to, like that. But that'll work. And then, of course, you got your adjustment this way. You just tighten up your bracket there, and it's all set. Okay, let me get a closer up view to it, and I'll that's why I need the rubber band. Anyway, I'll get it set up here, I'll get a closer view of it so you can take a look at it. Okay guys, let's take a better look at this. You see the layer lines, it was printed at 0.2 layer height, so it wasn't exactly the finest work that could be done with it. But all in all though, I think it turned out alright. Let me back this out a little bit. And turn it around so you can see the back side of it. So here you can see where the support material was. And I probably should have used craftware, it probably would have come off easier. But even with cure, the support material came off pretty easy. I probably actually needed to just kind of narrow down the settings on it a little bit more. And of course, once I put the rubber band on there, that'll be better too. It'll keep everything more centered. I really ought to go back in and readjust that and make that a little bit longer, but it's working. Yeah, it's come out good. That'll do the trick for me, that's for sure. That way if I ever do any live streaming or I need to set up a second camera to get a different angle, that'll make it a lot easier having something I can just put on a tabletop. Anyway guys, that's going to do it for this one. Have a great one. Take care. Bye. Hey guys, that's going to do it for this video. If you like it, please give it a thumbs up. If you like my channel, please subscribe. I sure appreciate it. You can do that by clicking on the link over here. Don't forget to ring the bell too. That way you'll get notified when a video comes out. If you'd like to support the channel, please click on my Patreon page. You can support the channel from there. And if you'd like to watch one of my other videos, please give these a shot. I think you'll love them. Yeah, I think you're going to like them. Have a great day and take care. Bye.